Test, check, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Check, John. Oh. So the game against Highland was moved from Tuesday to this Saturday. So next week for Preston, there's only one game the entire week, and that is the Saturday night after Thanksgiving. And thank you for the mic is good. I'll send you spots.
Since 2005, North Star's Ultimate Outdoors has been Cache Valley's source for fun and adventure. It's here you can find the biggest selection of snowmobiles, ATVs, utility vehicles, and handheld power equipment from the brand names you know, such as Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. The professionally trained staff at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors of Preston has what it takes to get you out on the nation's leading brands. The best deals in the best town. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. 777 North State Street, Preston.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality.
Thank you, sir. I will call you in a little bit to get our start time.
This is your countdown for the Preston Indians pregame show. Pregame in 30 seconds from Mark. As we'll have a good game today, hopefully. And pregame show will start in 15 seconds from Mark. Pregame in 10 seconds from Mark. Have a good game. Pre-game show in 5 seconds from Mark. This is the Preston Indians pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at tonight's game. We'll hear from the coach and look at the pregame stats, all leading up to tonight's action. You're listening to live coverage of the Preston Indians on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com.
And a very pleasant good evening, everyone, from here in Burley, as the Preston Indians tonight will take on the Burley Bobcats. I'm Dan Hubbard with you tonight, going solo here tonight, as we'll excuse John Beverly for the evening. He has an early wake-up call tomorrow morning, so we'll excuse him, and we'll have him again with us hopefully on Saturday when the Lady Indians return home to face Highland. As for tonight, the Indians here in Burley to take on the Bobcats. Lady Indians are 0-2 so far on the year, losing to Soda Springs and then losing on Tuesday night to Shelley. The Bobcats are 1-1. They lost to Pocatello 57-21 and then eked out a 2-point win against Century here the other night, 54-52. So for the Indians, they come on the road looking for their first win of the year and come up here to take on a Bobcat team which is immensely different. The defending state championship team with a new head coach, missing their number one player, the two-time player of the year in Amari Whiting. Of course, her mom, Amber Whiting, left to take the head coaching job for the women's basketball team at Brigham Young. And Amari, the whole family moved down to that area. And Amari was scheduled to play this year at Timpanogos and ended up tearing her ACL working out with the BYU girls team, and she's going to end up missing her playing time in her senior year anyway. She has decommitted from Oregon and will play at BYU. But that's enough of the past. Let's talk about this team here tonight, as it's a much different team. They still shoot the ball well. That's one thing they always did, even with Amari Whiting here or not. They are going to shoot the ball very, very well, as they've scored in the 50s in both of their games so far. And for the Indians, well, they haven't gotten higher than 35 points yet in a game so far this year. So this is game number 3 of the year. They'll return home on Saturday to take on Highland. And your original schedules, if you say, wait a minute, that game was originally scheduled for Tuesday. It was. It was moved at Highland's request to have that game played on Saturday, because they conflicted with some other things that came up at Highland. So that game will be at Saturday at 7:30 at Preston Gym. So we'll take a timeout. We'll come back and we'll dip into our scene set for tonight. We'll kind of set the scene a little bit for tonight's game. The scene set brought to you by North Star Ultimate Outdoors. We'll get to that coming up right after this timeout.
Since 2005, North Star's Ultimate Outdoors has been Cache Valley's source for fun and adventure. It's here you can find the biggest selection of snowmobiles, ATVs, utility vehicles, and handheld power equipment from the brand names you know, such as Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. The professionally trained staff at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors of Preston has what it takes to get you out on the nation's leading brands. The best deals in the best town. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. 777 North State Street, Preston.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Well, less than a minute to play in the JV game as it's wrapping up. Preston leads by 21, so the JVs will pick up a win here this evening over the Burley Bobcats, and hopefully the varsity squad can do the same thing. So on the scene set tonight, brought to you by North Stars Ultimate Outdoors, as we'll kind of paint the picture for you, get you ready for tonight's game. The Burley Bobcats have opened the season with a 1-1 record. As we mentioned, a 2-point win here on Tuesday night against Century and a lopsided loss to Pocatello. The defending state champion Bobcats head into the season with Nicole Baker taking over on the bench as he turns the program into her own after former head coach Amber Whiting left to go down to BYU. It was these two teams met 3 times last year, with Burley winning all 3 times a year ago. In recent years, in fact, the Indians and the Burley Bobcats have met many times over the past few years, but over the last 6 meetings, Burley has won 4 of those 6, including the last 3 by an average of about 10.5 points. The last time they met was in the state final game last year at Ford Arena in Boise, and that was a game that the Bobcats would win by a score of 49-36, with Amari Whiting scoring 29 points in that game. So when you put the two here together with what Preston has done the end of last year, losing to Burley and then losing again to Blackfoot in the consolation championship game at the state tournament a year ago, Preston has actually, when you go back to last year, now lost 4 straight games. And they'll now have a little bit of a losing streak that hopefully they can snap here tonight. Of course, what has been the big positive for them so far has been the return of Taya Toombs, as she has returned to the court after missing all of last year with a knee surgery. Originally hurt the knee while helping the Lady Indians in a summer basketball camp back in 2021. The junior shooting guard has led the Indians in scoring both games so far this year, and she is also Preston's only Preston player to reach double figures in both games so far this year as well. She scored 14 points against Soda and 10 points the other night against Shelley. Now, the game against Shelley that was here, the Jaylee Roberts, if you're watching or at the game, excuse me, getting over a little bit of a cold. Roberts turned an ankle, left the floor, had to be helped off the floor. Later in the evening, was seen leaving the gym on crutches, and she will miss tonight's game for sure, and probably Saturday's game. But hopefully, with having all next week off now, the Lady Indians are hoping they can get her back when they get back on the road after the Thanksgiving break here, when they go back up to play Shelley, coming up again on December 1st. So that is your scene set for tonight. Your scene set brought to you by North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. Remember, you can get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors on State Street at the north end of the city of Preston. Take a time out on the pregame show. Right back, right after this.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old, and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, We have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun. Play at work is kind of one of our mottos.
West Motors will treat you like family.
WestMotorCompany.com. Whether you're in need of timber frame buildings, estate entrances, trusses, pergolas, pavilions, or gazebos, the craftsmanship at Milestone Timberworks reflects our passion and commitment of building for the future. At the beginning and end of the day, it's about achieving the built environment where the truly great moments in life are experienced. We look forward to working with you. Visit milestonetimberworks.com today.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
Folks have many reasons to visit Casper, Wyoming every year, whether it's work, high school sports and activities, a romantic getaway, or business meetings. The best place to stay when you're in Casper is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. A beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, a pool, fitness center, and a fabulous indoor atrium. You can also reserve meeting rooms for your next event, and each stay includes an extended continental breakfast. Reserve your rooms today at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. Call 307-472-6300.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
We're about 9 minutes away from the opening tip. As coming up, we'll step into the coach's corner and talk to Camille Coots. Our pregame interview with the coach is brought to you by Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. You can make an appointment with them by logging on and to evergreenfinancialpartners.com. Set up your appointment and trust them with what they can do for you. We'll take a look at other games tonight and talk to the coach. It's all coming up here on the pregame show.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
Papa J's World Headquarters in Clifton, Idaho, started on the dream of a man who wanted to give back to his small-town farming community. 20 years later, it's a place renowned for its gourmet beef jerky, deli, and uniquely friendly customer experience. The friendly staff at Papa J's invites you to come in or find them online at papajs.com, where you can have the unique taste of Papa J's beef jerky shipped to you all with a click of a button. Papa J's, world-class jerky in small-town USA. papajs.com.
Whether you're in need of timber frame buildings, estate entrances, trusses, pergolas, pavilions, or gazebos, the craftsmanship at Milestone Timberworks reflects our passion and commitment of building for the future. At the beginning and end of the day, it's about achieving the built environment where the truly great moments in life are experienced. We look forward to working with you. Visit milestonetimberworks.com today.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
All right, welcome back here on the pregame show. Time to take a look at other games coming up around the area tonight. As Idaho Falls will play their first game of the year tonight, they'll go on the road and be at Century. Century is 0-2 so far on the year. Pocatello is 1-0 with their win over Burley on their opening night. They'll play at Highland. Highland is 1-1. 0-1 Skyline will be at Madison, who's 0-2 this year. Hillcrest is 1-1. They'll take on Rigby, who they are 2-0 on this young season. Blackfoot is 1-0. They'll go to Thunder Ridge, who is 2-0 so far this year. Twin Falls plays their first game of the year tonight. They're at Bishop Kelly. Bishop Kelly is 1-1. Canyon Ridge is 0-1. They'll play Buell, who also plays their first game of the year tonight. American Falls looks for their first win. They're 0-1 so far on the year. Aberdeen is 0-2. Jerome, 0-1, will be at Filer tonight. They are 1-1 on the year. Wood River also plays their first game of the year tonight. They'll be at Kimberly. And Caldwell will be at Mountain Home. And, of course, Preston will be at Burley with the tip-off coming up in just a little bit. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll sit down and we'll chat with head coach Camille Kuntz. We'll step into the Coach's Corner, brought to you by Evergreen Financial. That's on the way next as the pregame show continues right after this.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old, and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, We have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun. Play at work is kind of one of our mottos.
West Motors will treat you like family.
WestMotorCompany.com. Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
It's the goal in everyone's life to reach financial independence and security. Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston can help with strategies to assist in those goals. They will design a plan to suit you, whether it be for your family, home, or current or future investments. Evergreen Financial Partners can help with life insurance, long-term life, 401ks, retirement plans, or mutual funds. Contact the experts at Evergreen Financial and let them put a plan together for you. Find them at 41 West 1st South in Preston, or go online to set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. Evergreen Financial Partners, your first step to financial security.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Up here to Burley to take on the state champion Burley Bobcats tonight, being the first road game of the year. How was that nice 2.5-hour ride on the bus?
It was long today. I don't know what it is, but yeah, it was long. The girls, they're doing a little team bonding stuff on the bus, so that was nice to see. And I think they're excited. I think they're really excited to play this game.
This is always a fun place to come and play. It's a little bit different now this year with Omari Whiting not being here anymore. That's somebody you don't have to deal with now, but it's still a tough team.
It is. It's just great culture. I mean, that's part of winning a state championship is that culture carries over. You know, no matter who's out on the court, who's coaching, that culture's there. So that's a tough thing. Yeah.
It would be a good night for the Lady Indians to pick up their first win of the year. They come in 0-2 after dropping another tough game the other night back at home.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We played the two really tough teams that move the ball well, and tonight we're looking forward to doing some new things with our team. We practiced yesterday on getting our ball movement a little bit better, and I've watched Burley play. They played Century, and then they played Pocatello, and I've had an opportunity to watch both those games, so we're excited. We're excited to play them.
I found it amazing that Century, with the girls that they put out there, with the one girl who's signed to go play at Weber State, and for whatever reason they can only put out 25 points.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm interested to see tonight, the level of play between Pocatello and Century against Burley. So yeah, I'm excited to see how it's kind of a good feel to where we fit in on our district. This game is to me, because where they've played them both, we can see how we do.
First two games of the year, our offense only shooting about 25% from the field, and thanks. Obviously, that's a number that you would like to see go up.
Yes, and we're just not going to shoot any better until we move that ball better. So, frankly, we've got to get it into our post. We've got to swing it around. We've got to have those ball reversals when we see zones, and against man-to-man, we've got to come off our screen so much better than we have been. And we just got to get the ball to the middle, let the defense collapse on us, and then get it out to our shooters, or maybe even get some layups off there. But we got to use our posts a little bit more.
Is that the idea? You really want to get the ball inside to get the shortest shot possible?
Oh yeah, for sure. We want to get the ball into the middle, whether it's off the drive or hitting our posts. And then if that's not open, we're going to kick it out. We have some great shooters on our team, and we need to just utilize that. But the way to do it is just moving the ball.
When you think about playing the ball inside, we have to ask about the condition of Jade Lee Roberts. We saw her walk off the court the other night. She was on crutches when she left the gym. What's her status going to be?
You know, I don't think you'll see her this week. We'll start rehab on Friday pretty good, but she's got next week off, and she'll be back. She'll be back for us after Thanksgiving. December 1st, we're looking forward to play against Shelley again. So,
a couple of hard weeks of practice. Yes. In 3 games in 10 days, and you're looking forward to a few days off?
You know, I'm actually looking forward to next week, where we can spend some time in the gym and focus on what we want to. I just feel like we haven't had a lot of time to implement some of the things we really want to work on. So that's what I'm excited for, is to get the girls in the gym and just kind of be laser focused on some things we want to incorporate into our program.
Well, see if we can pick up a win here tonight and have a happy bus ride, the 2.5-hour bus ride home.
Yes, that's what we're looking forward to. Thank you very much.
Best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
That's Coach Kimio Coons with us here on the pregame show. The Coach's Corner brought to you by Evergreen Financial. We'll take a timeout. Back with more on the pregame show right after this.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
Since 2005, North Star's Ultimate Outdoors has been Cache Valley's source for fun and adventure. It's here you can find the biggest selection of snowmobiles, ATVs, utility vehicles, and handheld power equipment from the brand names you know, such as Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. The professionally trained staff at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors of Preston has what it takes to get you out on the nation's leading brands. The best deals in the best town. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. 777 North State Street, Preston.
They say the three most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports.
And welcome back here to Burley, as we're just about ready to play. As for the Indians, it's their normal starting five, as Ellie Nelson tips it to the backcourt and Liz Harris has to go chase it down. They give it to Emma Coons up into the front court. From the right wing, she lets it fly. That's no good. Mishandled by Burley, and they drop it out of bounds, as it was Sydney Sheets who dropped the ball out of bounds. Christina Cook, Lauren Schultes, Sydney Sheets, Taya Robinson, all starting tonight for the Bobcats. Down low on the block as it goes to Kuntz. Kicks it over to Chloe. That's no good. Tapped in the middle, and it's Liz Harris with the loose ball inside and able to put it back up and in. Here comes Burley, their first possession as they trail 2-0. As Preston comes out in a 2-3 zone. Shot over the top of the zone is no good. Taken by Brightly Harris up into the front court. Brightly goes left. Gets it back over as it comes to Emma. Back over on the right side. Free throw line extended. Top of the key. Swing it back over to Chloe Kuntz. Now back to Emma again. Wants to drive down the middle. Put it up. Tough roll. Won't go down for her. And the rebound is off to Burley. Quickly up into the front court as it comes to Robinson. Taya drives all the way. No good. Too strong on the layup. Ball tied up. And it's going to stay with the Bobcats down here at this end of the floor. Interesting change of events here at Burley we'll tell you about here as we go along through the evening. Down low, Christina Cook had her shot blocked. Taken away by the Indians. Quickly, it's Chloe Kuntz back up into the front court. Drop it down low to Emma on the left block. To the left elbow, it comes to Liz Harris. Kick it back out to Brightly. Back over to Emma Kuntz again on the left side. Comes up, top of the key. Back to Chloe. Looks at a three. That's a little bit short. Threes have not been falling for the Indians, so 26% on three-point shots in the first couple of games. As the entry pass, it'll be a foul on Liz Harris, as she got a pretty good chuck there on Christina Cook on the entry pass. So the first foul of the game goes against the Indians. Ball's brought in outside, driving, Chappa. That's no good. And the ball tied up. That one's going to go back over to the Indians. Good hands there by Liz Harris to able to tie that ball up. So here come the Indians, still leading 2-0 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Just about 2 minutes gone in the game. Chloe Kuntz holds on, tries to lob it down low, lobbed it unfortunately over the head of Liz Harris, and it goes out of bounds. That'll be a turnover against the Indians. That's something that's been a little bit of a problem. Turnovers so far. The other night against Shelley, Preston turned the ball over 24 times. As there's another turnover, this one against Burley as the ball is intercepted there by Emma Kuntz. Back up into the front court, gives it off to her twin sister, Chloe. Back out top to Brightly, give it back to Chloe, now back over on the left side, back down low to Emma. She'll bring the ball back up top again, looks at a three, doesn't take it, give it back to Chloe Kuntz. Back down low on the low block as it goes back to Ellie Nelson. Ball tipped, ends up all the way back over to Brightly Harris again for three. That's no good. Kuntz has the rebound, turns around, 17-footer is good. Emma Kuntz gets on the board, and Preston leads 4-0. Robinson out top, holding there as she gives it off to Sydney Sheets. Cook comes to meet it. Now swing it over onto the right side. Back over to Haley Chappa. Down low on the right block as Cook's little turnaround hook shot is short and taken away again by the Indians on the air ball. As Harris gets it back up into the front court. Comes back over to Chloe Kuntz. In the right corner, it goes there to Emma Kuntz. Emma wants to drive out of the corner, give it back to Chloe. Drives the baseline up over the top of Cook. However, it's last touched by the Indians and goes out of bounds. Remember that we had told you before when they refinished the floor here a couple of years ago, they painted the likeness of the Snake River on the floor, and none of the students would sit on the side that we are broadcasting from, that they had to move the scorers table and the student section over to the other side of the court because of the rivalry with Minico. As the ball comes down inside, comes back outside to Robinson, about a 16-footer is good. Taya Robinson gets her first 2 points, and it's 4-2 Preston on top on the Les Schwab Logan North scoreboard. Anyway, we show up today, and all of a sudden, the students are sitting back on this side of the river. Nobody ever wanted to be on the north side of the river because that's the Minico side. Well, they're sitting back over here now as the Indians have the ball taken away, and it's held on the floor. And that'll come back to Burley with 3:51 to play here in the first quarter. First quarter tonight is brought to you by Northern Title. As Robinson will bring it back up into the front court. I correct myself. That's actually Sydney Sheets up into the front court. Give it off. Back to Cook. Three-pointer. Needs a bank. Won't get it. And again, another tie-up inside as the ball's held there with Lauren McKnight and Emma Kuntz, and Preston gets the ball back again. We've had more tie-ups already than points, just about. 6 points scored in the game. Preston leads 4-2 with 3.5 to play here in the first quarter. Emma Kuntz from the right elbow, left elbow, make it, and she hits it. Emma with a two-pointer. She has 4 of the 6 points, and Preston now leads 6-2 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Up into the front court, it comes to Haley Seal. Free throw line extended left. Back out top to Cook. Bounce it back down low onto the block, and going up is fouled is Christina Cook. No, I take it back. It was Haley Chappa who went up for the shot and was fouled. Emma Kuntz will be charged with the foul. That's her first. Team's second. In fact, only 2 fouls called here in the first quarter, both against the Indians. Chappa makes the first free throw. And it's 6-3. Now she'll try to add to that by making the second, which she does. So she makes them both. And it's 6-4. Preston still leading by 2 here in the first quarter. Here comes Brightly Harris up into the front court. Bounces over to Taya Twos just into the game. Well, back over onto the left side as Kuntz gives it back to Brightly Harris. Almost kicked it out of bounds. Back to Twos again, top of the key. Back to Emma Kuntz. Trying to get it back down low to Twos. She can't do anything with it. Now they get it back down low. As going up with it is Ellie Nelson. Good strong move there by Ellie to get the hoop. Back to a 4-point lead again for the Indians at 8-4. Ball knocked away momentarily, picked up again as it comes back to Seal. Seal, top of the key, will hand it off there. Entry pass, tried to get it down low to Christina Cook, goes through her hands and out of bounds. And that's a turnover, and the ball will come back over to the Indians again. Liz Harris returns after a short rest as Ellie Nelson will go back to the bench. As Twos shot kind of off the side of the board, picked up by the Bobcats. They come back up into the front court. Robinson in the paint, puts it up, and another foul on Liz Harris. For Liz, that's going to be her second here in the first quarter. And Taya Robinson will go to the free throw line. Ellie Nelson's going to end up going back into the game here quicker than she thinks now with two fouls on Harris. First foul shot is good. And tonight's game brought to you by Naylor Insurance for home, health, life, and title and auto through Mutual of Enumclaw. Find out how much you can save at Naylor Insurance, 223 North State Street in Preston. Second free throw is good again as Taya Robinson makes them both. She has 4. And it's back to a 2-point game with Preston on top 8-6 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Twos for 3, short. Harris has a bounce out of her hands, kept alive by the Indians. Back outside to Twos again. Great layoff pass, but a little bit too far out in front of Liz Harris, and it goes out of bounds. So a minute and a half to play here in the first quarter. Robinson comes around the screen, double teamed. Harris trying to reach in and take it away, and there we have it, another held ball. Good hands there by Liz Harris to reach in and get a hold of it and then not let go. So the held ball again will stay with the Bobcats this time. As it comes back into Sheets. Sheets whips across court, intercepted there by Twos. 2-on-3 for the Indians. So Taya very wisely will back the ball back out. She'll pop a 3 and hit it. Taya Twos has been the leading scorer the first 2 games for the Indians. Drills a 3 and puts the Indians up by 5. 11-6, driving all the way. Layup is no good as Brightly Harris has the rebound. Twos ahead of everybody. They get it to her. Reverse layup is no good. Just a little bit too far out in front of her, and all she could do was go underneath the hoop and try to come back with a reverse layup, but it wouldn't go down. 30 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Let's see if Burley holds on for the last shot. As they swing it over onto the right side to Cook, back down low and put up in a foul. As it was Lauren Schultes who will go to the free throw line. Brightly Harris called for the foul. That's 4 fouls against the Indians here in the first quarter, and none so far against Burley. So here's Lauren Schultes, a sophomore. Check that, junior, I should say. Played in 17 games a year ago. Her first free throw is good. She averaged just about 1.5 points last year. Second free throw, high arching, and that also falls in. So 11-8, 3-point lead for the Indians. 15 seconds to play here in the quarter. Comes out to Twos. Twos down low. Kuntz can't get a shot. The left block. Get it back down low to Liz Harris again. Lay it up and in. Harris has 4. Preston has that 5-point lead back at the end of quarter number 1. So the first quarter comes to an end. Preston leading 13-8. We'll take a timeout. Second quarter coming up right after this.
Provides skilled one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, show times, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Well, with the holiday season starting next week for real, with the fall Thanksgiving coming up, you can see at the Worm Creek Opera House the Nutcracker. You want to check out more coming attractions and how you can get tickets to the different shows, log on to their website at wormcreek.org. So we'll start the second quarter. Preston with a 5-point lead, and they will have the ball to start the second quarter. They lead 13-8 and throw the ball away. However, it's knocked away by Burley and knocked out of bounds. I want to thank our friends at Les Schwab again for sponsoring our scorebug. Les Schwab Tires, the one-stop for tires, brakes, alignment, and more. 1986 North Main Street in North Logan. Out top as it comes to Brightly Harris over on the right side. Held there as Alder into the game for the first time for Preston. Bounced the ball inside and threw it away. As the ball's deflected on the entry pass, it comes back to Cook. And a foul called. There should be no basket. Foul's going to go on Taya Twos, and now the foul disparity is becoming a little bit alarming. That's 5 fouls against the Indians and a three-pointer put up by Taya Robinson. Robinson's got 7 of their 11 points. Twos, drives, lay it off down low to Nelson. That's no good. Rebound comes to Cook. Burley wants to run. Now they get it up into the front court quickly as it comes back to Sheets. She wants to pop a three. That's no good. Long rebound is off to Brightly Harris. Alder over on the left side, free throw line extended. Bounce it back down low. Emma Kuntz along the baseline, no good. Another good rebound down low by Nelson and put it up and in. Ellie Nelson, good position, fighting for that rebound, able to put it back up and in, and it's 15-11. Preston leads. Preston with that 3-point lead at the end of the first quarter. It's the first time they've led at the end of a quarter yet this year. Shot no good. Here come the Indians on the runs. It goes to Alder. Look out. They got bodies flying all over the place into the padding underneath the basket. And it's going to belong to the Indians, I do believe, as everyone's staying down there at that end of the floor. As Brightly Harris gets it in, then gets it back. And the shot, it's actually Taya Twos. It's Twos banks in a two-pointer. Twos has 5 points here in the first quarter, and it's 17-11. Another three-pointer put up as this one's up and in by Lauren McKnight. This goes to Sydney Sheets, and it's back to a three-point game again. And the pass is intercepted. 2-on-1. Here come the Bobcats. And that's a travel. Yes, it is. Sheets couldn't decide to make a move or throw a pass, and in the end, she traveled and didn't really get either done, really, as the Preston bench wants a timeout. With 5:57 to play here in the first half, they lead by 3, 17-14. We'll take a timeout, and once again, we'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Penny Wright, and I am your local Medicare agent. Medicare annual open enrollment starts October 15th and ends December 7th. Call me at 208-852-2367 for a no-cost one-on-one consultation in your home, or come visit me at Larry's Pharmacy in Preston.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
We mentioned the foul disparity. 5 fouls against the Indians here in the first half. None called so far against Burley. That's become a little concerning. As the Indians bounce it inside as it comes to Emma Kuntz. She almost got tied up. Gives it off to Chloe. Skip it off into the corner. Bounce it down low. Tried to get it inside to Nelson. But a good play there as reaching in to take it away was McKnight. McKnight gives it up as it comes back to Robinson. Back up in the front court. Robinson. And another foul. That'll be a holding foul. This is going to go against Emma. That's 16 fouls now against the Indians. I mean, come on. The whistle works both ways. Bobcats get it in. As Cook comes to get it, top of the key. Gives it off to Schultes. Now over on the right side. Back down low to Cook. On the block for a shot. Will not go down. But another foul called down low. That's 17 fouls now on the Indians to 0. That's going to go on twos as well. That's her second. So that's twos with 2. Liz Harris with 2. And Emma Kuntz with 2. And Cook's first free throw. Got a big old bounce and then stayed out. As junior Morgan Waters, wearing number 1 in white for Burley, comes into the game for the first time. Cook's next one needs a bounce, won't get that one. And that goes out of bounds and it'll go back over to the Indians. Northern Title, the name to trust in the tri-state area, brings you tonight's game. Good deals done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700. 208-852-5700. Preston ball up into the front court. Emma Kuntz gives it to twos. Back to Emma. Now back over to Chloe. Drives the baseline. Puts it up. And finally, we have a foul call against Burley with 4:53 remaining here in the first half. As the foul is going to go on Cook. That'll be her first. And Chloe Coons will go to the free throw line to shoot 2, and the first one is good. And for Chloe, that's her first point of the game here tonight. Nelson leaves. Chloe Kuntz, Taya Twos leaves as well. Liz Harris back onto the floor for the Indians as the second free throw is no good. 18-15. Preston leads on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. They leave Robinson wide open. She takes a 3, no good. Cook has the rebound. Kick it back out again to Robinson and set up the offense again. Robinson looks down the right side. Instead, she'll bring it back over left. Give it back to Seal. Seal comes across the top of the key as it comes back to McKnight. She comes to meet it there, loses the ball, taken away. Nice play by Brightly Harris to get on the floor to get it. She'll flip it to Emma Kuntz, who has the easy layup at the other end. Emma's got 6, and Preston ups the lead back to 5 again, 20-15. 4:05 to play here in the first half. In the corner. From the left corner, the shot there by Seal is an air ball. As McKnight got the rebound, was able to put it back in. 20-17. Harris down low. Emma Kuntz has it in the right corner, and she fumbled the pass and had to go over and get it. Now they get it back down low to Liz Harris down on the block, and she's going to be held. Ball held up there, but it's going to stay again with the Indians. Nope, they actually called it a foul, not a held ball. So the foul's going to go against Lauren McKnight. That'll be her first. Second on the team. As Emma Kuntz goes out. And Alder comes back in here for the Indians. Comes back to twos, and she's back on the floor as well. Taya, a three from the left side, good again. Taya twos, drills on her second three. She has 8 points, and Preston opens the lead back up to 5 once again. 3:15 to play here in the first half. Again, they lose the ball, and it's an over and back violation as Taya Robinson had to go chase the ball back into the backcourt. So Preston will get the ball back. 3:10 to play, and with a 5-point lead. Robinson will leave for the Bobcats. And Morgan Waters comes back onto the floor. Harris back to Alder. Free throw line extended left. And a reach-in foul as they try to get the ball to Chloe Kuntz. And the foul will go against Burley. Hallie Searle will be called for the foul. That's her first. And just the third here against the Bobcats as they bounce the ball in low, back down to Brightly Harris, back outside Kuntz. Another three, good again. So Twos hits her third three of the half. She has 11. She's been in double figures now in all 3 games for the Indians as the turnover goes right through Tua's hands as they miss the layup. Rebound off to the Indians. They'll push the ball back up into the front court. Preston's biggest lead is now as they lead by 9 after the 2 threes. Comes back to Kuntz. Brightly Harris has it in the left corner. Down low again, Liz Harris able to turn and make that shot. And Burley needs a timeout, and they get it here as well as Nicole Baker says, hold on a minute, I got to talk to my ladies. So Preston leads 28-17. Timeout on the floor. We'll be right back.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty health care right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
So Preston now again with their biggest lead of the night at 11. 2:15 to play here in the first half. Bobcat ball back up into the front court. Cook comes out to the three-point line to get it. Robinson on the left side. Back up top to Sheets. Swing it all the way back over onto the right side this time. And a three-pointer put up there by Haley Chapa is good. So Chapa drills a three. Trims the Preston lead down to 28-20 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Over on the right side, Twos. Looks at a three, doesn't take it. Now dribbles down the baseline on the left side. And Robinson reaches in and pokes it away. It'll stay with the Indians underneath their own basket, and Twos will bring it in again. Sophia Covert into the game here for the first time here for the Indians. Slip it in. Got it into Harris. Back to Alder. Now Twos has it, top of the key. Swing it over on the left side as it goes there to Brightly Harris again. Harris looks to give it up, comes back to Alder, tries to drive baseline. His double team kicks it back out. Twos has another three, no good. Long rebound to Brightly Harris, back down low. Chloe Kuntz puts it in. Good pass from Brightly Harris. Found the open player and they get the hoop. It's 30-20, 10-point lead for Preston. 1 minute to play here in the first half. Driving, the shot forced by Robinson as an air ball, but there to get the rebound and put it back in was Lauren Schultes. She has 4 here in the first half, and Preston lead is 8. 45 seconds to play in the half. Back out top to Harris. Swing it back over as it comes to Alder. He drives the baseline. That's good. Brindley Alder with her first 2 points tonight. 32-22. Cook has it at the left elbow. Swings it back outside. Robinson wants to drive. Twos reaches in and strips it away, but then the ball goes out of bounds. So it will stay with Burley with 21 seconds left here in the first half. Don't forget, we have our halftime report coming up, sponsored by Level 10 Life in just a moment. Whoop, bad pass. They throw it away. Alder has it, tries to get it down low to twos. It's over her head and out of bounds. So Preston gets the turnover and then gives it right back. 15 seconds to play. Robinson out near the timeline. Look out, and nope, they're going to call the foul this time on Alder. Alder gave her a little bit of a forearm shiver, and it kind of knocked her off balance, and she stepped back into the backcourt. So no backcourt violation, but instead it was a foul against Alder, her first. So Robinson will shoot free throws here with 9 seconds left here in the first half. She'll shoot 1 and 1. First one is good. Ralph's Construction brings you tonight's game. They're building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Call for more information at 435-232-1837. 435-232-1837. Robinson's second free throw is good again. She's got 9 of their 24 points. 9 seconds left in the half. Preston with an 8-point lead. Twos up into the front court. 7, 6, and hold on. The referees are blowing the whistle for what? Preston call a timeout? I believe they did. So we have a quick timeout here. We'll come right back as Preston wants a timeout before the end of the half. We'll be right back.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Well, apparently the referees are saying that the clock didn't start on time, and instead of just having a timeout, is actually the end of the first half. So we'll go to our halftime activities. Preston leads 32-24. We'll come back and talk about the first half right after this.
Level 10 Life provides skilled one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old, and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, We have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun. Play at work is kind of one of our mottos.
West Motors will treat you like family.
WestMotorCompany.com. Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
Papa J's World Headquarters in Clifton, Idaho, started on the dream of a man who wanted to give back to his small-town farming community. 20 years later, it's a place renowned for its gourmet beef jerky, deli, and uniquely friendly customer experience. The friendly staff at Papa J's invites you to come in or find them online at papajs.com, where you can have the unique taste of Papa J's beef jerky shipped to you all with a click of a button. Papa J's, world-class jerky in small-town USA. papajs.com.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
This is the Level 10 Live halftime show. Glad to be with us as Preston leads 32-24 after the first half. Level 10 Life, you remember you can reach new levels in your life with their life coaching sessions. Find out more at level10lifecoach.com. Well, if you heard our pregame visit with Coach Camille Kuntz, she talked about how Preston needed to work inside out and outside in, need to get more balls inside to the post. That has paid off greatly as Ellie Nelson with 4 points and Liz Harris with 6 in the first half. That's more points inside they had, I think, in the first 2 games. And what that has also done is it's got them better looks on the outside as well, as they've been able to hit several three-pointers here in the first half as well. We'll take another timeout. We'll come back and look at the stats in the first half. Our look at the stat sheet brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, and it's all coming up next.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
All right, time to look at the halftime stats brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, or stop by their office at 33 South 1st East in Preston. Their phone number is 208-852-2364. In the first half for the Burley Bobcats, Taya Robinson, their high point total with 9 in the first half. 4 points in the first half for Lauren Schultes, 5 for Lauren McKnight, and 5 for Haley Chapa. For the Indians, Chloe Coons had a total of 3. Taya Tews had 11. That's 3 games of double figures in a row for her. Liz Harris was 6, all down low. Good play down to the blocks for her. Brinley Alder with 2. 6 for Emma Kuntz, and 4 for Ellie Nelson. Preston leads 32-24. Second half action coming up right after this.
Level 10 Life provides skilled one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
Whether you're in need of timber frame buildings, estate entrances, trusses, pergolas, pavilions, or gazebos, the craftsmanship at Milestone Timberworks reflects our passion and commitment of building for the future. At the beginning and end of the day, it's about achieving the built environment where the truly great moments in life are experienced. We look forward to working with you. Visit milestonetimberworks.com today.
Hi, my name is Penny Wright, and I am your local Medicare agent. Medicare annual open enrollment starts October 15th and ends December 7th. Call me at 208-852-2367 for a no-cost one-on-one consultation in your home, or come visit me at Larry's Pharmacy in Preston.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
All right, we're ready to start the second half and the third quarter, brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Bobcats have the ball to start the third as the two teams switch ends. Outside, Sheets for 3, no good. Rebound inside, tapped but controlled there by Emma Kuntz. We can see zags her way into the front court. Gives it off to Chloe on the left side. Back to Emma, top of the key. Brightly Harris drops it down low. Great entry pass. Nelson can't get it to go down, then fights for the rebound. And guess what? We have a held ball. It'll stay with the Indians. Brightly Harris to bring it in, the baseline front court. Got to do something with it, Brightly. Throw it in. She brings it into Chloe Kuntz. Emma now gives it back to Chloe again. Lob across the top of the defense. Back to Brightly inside. Emma Kuntz, about 12-footer straight away. Is a little bit short. She gets her own rebound. She'll pull it back out. Tries to lob it inside to Liz Harris. Ball tapped almost out of bounds, but finally controlled there by the Bobcats as Chapa able to pick it up. They get it up into the front court into Robinson. Robinson driving and got a foul, I believe, against the Indians here. Foul will be against Ellie Nelson. That'll be her first. First foul against the Indians here in the second half. So ball out of bounds in the front court for the Bobcats as they get it into McKnight. McKnight gives it to Robinson. As finally, Sheets able to come loose. Free throw line extended left. She'll bring it back out top again. A lot of the Bobcats kind of standing around the entry pass into Cook, and another foul here against the Indians. Here we go again. Foul would be against Chloe Coons on the reach in on the entry pass. So 2 quick fouls against the Indians in the first minute and 11 seconds of the second half. 32-24, Preston leads as they throw it up toward the basket, and Sydney Sheets threw it in for her first 2 points of the game. 32-26 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. As the ball's loose, Harris slides to knock it away. Picked up by Emma Kuntz. She'll give it back to Brightly Harris. Harris tattoos the dribble back and forth across the top of the key. Gives it back outside to Chloe. Skip pass to Emma in the corner. Now back down low. Great entry pass this time to Nelson. Wide open, backdoor look. Nelson's got 6, and Preston has an 8-point lead again. Schultes able to hold it outside. Give it to Cook, top of the key. Now back over on the right side. Free throw line extended. Comes back on the top to Sheets again. Drives down the left side. And down low, it is Sydney Sheets who makes the little layup down on the left block. So 4 quick points for Sheets here in the third quarter. And the Preston pass is intercepted there. Sheets all of a sudden is everywhere. And she gets the ball back right at the timeline. Gets it up into Schultes. Look out, reverse and layup. As the layup there put in by Chapa, and Preston needs a timeout. 5:21 to play here in the third. That Preston big lead at halftime has been trimmed down to 4. It's 34-30. Back with more here in the third right after this.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need. Quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
So Preston with 1 point in the second half so far, and they've seen their lead be trimmed all the way down to 4, 34-30 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. They get it down low inside, and they throw that off of Liz Harris. And Burley will keep the ball, but hold on, we got a foul again called against the Indians. That foul is going to get called against Liz Harris. Said that she shoved the girl as she was headed out of bounds. And that'll be 3 on Liz and 3 against the Indians here in the first 3 minutes of the half. Get it down low, back to Schultes, lay it up and in. Schultes at the right block. It's 34-32 now. As it comes back to Harris. Twos back onto the floor. Back to Brightly again, back to Twos. She holds it there, top of the key. Brightly Harris down low to Emma Kuntz, can't get a shot. Swing it back outside to Chloe, try to get it back to Nelson, just out of her reach. And it goes out of bounds. Today's game brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. So with a 2-point lead, Preston clinging to it. And Burley back up into the front court. Cook gives it off there to Chapa. Back out top again as it comes to Sheets. Down low. Back to Cook, goes up, no good. Ball's loose down low. Brightly Harris has it, give it off to Twos up into the front court. Preston trying to pick the pace up a little bit. Cross-court pass, dangerous and intercepted, picked off by Robinson. Robinson goes for the layup, gets a pretty good bump there from Brightly Harris. And they're going to call it a held ball that'll stay with Burley. Boy, Brightly's lucky she didn't get called for a foul. Robinson trying to turn to head toward the basket and got a pretty good shove. Back outside, Robinson has it there. Top of the key, swing it back over onto the left side. Again, down the middle. Here comes Chapa. Her shot is no good, and what are they going to call? Basket interference, I believe they called. So turnover. Ball come back over to the Lady Indians. Still clinging to that 2-point lead, 34-32, 3.5 to play here in the third. Up top, Brightly Harris. Now it comes in the left corner to Emma Kuntz. Back out top to Harris again. Twos, who has 3 threes in the first half. Good ball movement by the Indians, but they're not getting that penetration like they did in the first half. Back over to Harris. Bad entry pass. Luckily for the Indians, that's off the hands of Cook, and it goes out of bounds. So it'll stay Preston ball. Haley Seeley back into the game. As they get it into the left of the corner, goes to Chloe Kuntz, try to get it back to Emma. Bad pass, and picked up again by the Bobcats. Here they come, looking to get even. 2-pointer from the right side is short, put up there by Chapa. Preston back up into the front court, under 3 minutes to play here in the quarter. Twos, another three, good again. Twos with 4 threes make it tonight, and a new high point total for her. She has 14 in the game. 37-32. Preston leading by 5. Ball right in front of the Bobcat bench. Finally, they get it out of there. They try to lob it inside, but nobody there, and it goes out of bounds. So a turnover, give the ball back to the Indians with a 5-point lead. 37-32 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. So Preston back up into the front court. Alder back into the game, tries to bounce it down low. Tapped away as it goes off the hands of Cook and out of bounds. Morgan Waters and Lauren Schulte's return. Preston ball, baseline front court. They get it into Emma Kuntz. Brings it back to the top of the key. Back to Brightly Harris. Back to Kuntz. Holds it, now back to Harris. Now back to Kuntz. Emma takes the three. Just a little bit long. Long bounce comes back to Brightly Harris. So they'll get it back outside and set it up again. Back to Harris. Standing just outside the arc. Swings it across to Alder. Now back to Kuntz. Back to Alder. Looks down low. They've made a good defensive adjustment. They're starting to front the post players here for the Indians as the ball's loose, and Alder gonna go say the ball will stay with the Indians. They're gonna call a foul. Yes, they will. Lauren Schulte's called for the foul. That's her first team foul against Burley here in the second half. As it will be Macy Knapp into the game, the freshman who's been so impressive in the playing time that she's gotten as it comes to Brightly Harris on the inbounds pass. Back to twos in the right corner. Back out top, Alder. Back to Harris. She looks at a three. Air ball. Can they save it on the floor? Two saves it nicely to Knapp. As it comes back in the corner, back to Harris. Back outside to Kuntz. Out top, Alder. To Harris, now work it all the way back over again to twos over on the right side. Again, good ball movement by the Indians, but that's good solid zone defense by the Bobcats, now not allowing entry passes like they were getting in the first half. Back over to twos in front of the bench on the right side. Twos with another three, short. And the long bounce is going to go out of bounds, and it'll go to Burley. 55 seconds left here in the quarter, brought to you by our friends at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Preston leading by 5, 37-32. Robinson, a little bit of pressure in the backcourt put on here by Harris. Kind of harassing her. She gets to the timeline, then they trap her. Harris gets a hand on the ball and takes it away. Up in front court, Alder driving all the way, lay it up and in. Good press defense there by the Indians, and Alder gets a layup and a timeout as the Bobcats want a timeout with 31 seconds left in the quarter as they weren't quite ready for that press. when the Indians put it on. So timeout, 39-32 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. We'll once again be right back.
We all have those times in life where having insurance has been a great comfort in helping to make a bad situation better. Naylor Insurance takes pride in being that friend there to help you when you need it the most. Serving the community since 1978, Naylor Insurance is proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your insurance needs through Mutual of Enumclaw. Stop by our new location, 223 North State Street in Preston.
KACH, mylocalradio.com. KACH.
Tonight's game brought to you by Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. Just 31 seconds left here in quarter number 3. Preston leads by 7, 39-32. The 39 points is a new high water mark for points in a game by Preston. Previously, their high it was opening night against Soda when they scored 33. So again, the press put on here against Burley. Up into the front court, it comes to Chapa. Chapa terminates the dribble. Now able to go back and get it as it comes back to Sheets. Bounce it down low inside. Schulte's on the block, can't get a shot. Back outside, Sheets for 3, no good. And the rebound is off there to Alder for the Indians. Gives it off to Ball. Back to Alder with 5, with 4, with 3. Back to 2. The 3 at the end of the quarter is no good. And that's the way the third quarter will end. Well, the quarter didn't start too good for the Indians, but they come out leading by 7. 39-32 at the end of quarter number 3 is what it says on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. We'll go to the 4th coming up right after this.
Hi, my name is Penny Wright, born and raised in Preston. I am your local Medicare agent. I am here to give you the knowledge you need so you can make an informed and wise choice for your Medicare needs. Call me at 208-852-2367 if you're turning 65 or have any Medicare questions.
There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, show times, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Don't forget, at the Worm Creek Opera House, you can right now you can see the Nutcracker as the holiday season really gets started. For more information, for tickets or upcoming events, check out their website, wormcreek.org. So Preston leads 39-32 as we start quarter number 4. Ball belongs to the Indians, comes to 2s. Back out top now as it comes to Wakely into the game for the first time. Wakely comes back to 2s. She holds it there. Swing it back over to Chloe Kuntz. Alder back down low as it comes back to Knapp again, and that'll be a held ball as it was a simultaneous touch on the way up. So Alder gets stuffed, so to speak. And it goes back over again to the Bobcats, with Preston still leading by 7 points. Sheets gives it off to Robinson on the right side. Good tough defense put on by the Indians. Schulte's from the right corner, no good. As it's loose, again controlled there. Get it back outside to Robinson again. Drives the lane from 14 is good. Robinson's got 11. She leads the Bobcats in scoring. 39-34, lead down to 5. And it's a little scoop shot by Wakely, but they're going to call it a travel before the shot. So Liz Harris is going to come back. Liz has 3 fouls, so she's got to be a little careful, as her and Knapp will play down low on the blocks. And here comes the Bobcats up into the front court. Ball tipped And that'll be a held ball, yes. And again, good hands there by Liz Harris. Able to reach in and control that ball, get another tied up ball. And again, and come back over to the Indians again. No pressure in the backcourt put on by the Bobcats as Taya Twos will get a free walk up to the timeline. Gives it off to Kuntz on the left side, back to Twos. Back to Chloe Kuntz. Back down low to Knapp, back out top to Twos. Back to Kuntz, and then Knapp maybe took a wrong route, and then the ball was loose. And coming to get it was Wakely, had her feet slide out of bounds before she could get full control of the ball. So the ball will come back over again to the Bobcats after the turnover. Minute and a half gone here in the fourth quarter. As it comes to Cook. Cook over to Chapa. Back out top to Sheets. Wants to drives into a double team, and it'll be a blocking foul. Now the question is, who's it against? If it's against Harris, it's her fourth. It is. So they call Liz Harris for the block. That's her fourth foul here in the fourth quarter. Quarter number 4 brought to you by Papa J's Deli and Jerky out in Clifton. Comes into Robinson, drives the paint, throw it up toward the basket, no good. Knapp has the rebound. Quick outlet pass as it comes back to Twos. Twos gets it up into the front court. Comes over to Wakely on the left side, now back to Twos again. Back to Chloe Kuntz. She'll take a 3 and hit it. Chloe Kuntz nails the 3. She has 6, and Preston back out to an 8-point lead again. 42-34 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Down low, Cook. Nice pass. Leads her right into the left-handed layup. For Cook, that's her first 2 points of the game. Back out top, Wakely for the Indians, gives it back to Twos. Tried to get it back over to Kuntz, and it's too high for her, and it goes out of bounds. Morgan Waters will return here for the Bobcats as Taya Robinson will go to the bench. 42-36. Preston up by 6. Whoops, lost it as Wakely took it away. Now she wants to drive all the way, lay it up and in, left-handed. Taylor Wakely gets on the score sheet with her first 2 points. 44-36. Preston back on top by 8 as it comes back to Cook. Down low. Schultes has a block from behind by Knapp. They're going to call a foul on Knapp. So Knapp whistled for the foul. Would it be her first? They have 4 teams, fifth. Now they changed the board. They got 5. And Schultes will go to the free throw line. Lauren Schultes with 6 points in the game so far, misses the front end. Tonight's game brought to you by Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. They have all the parts you need to keep your car or truck running strong. Stop in, and see for yourself at 17 South State Street in Preston. Stop in, you'll be treated like a friend at Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. Schultes' second free throw is good. She has 7 in the game, and it's 44-37, Preston leading. And that's a backcourt violation as Harris was not all the way in the front court yet when she received the pass. So another turnover against the Indians, and the ball again will come back over to Burley. 4:45 to play. 44-37, Preston leads on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Robinson back into the game, gets the inbound pass. She'll give it back to Chapa, to Cook. Over on the right side as it comes back over there to McKnight back into the game. And a holding foul down low. Brightly Harris whistled for the foul. Just her second, but the team's 6th. So Preston now out of fouls for the remaining 4.5 minutes of the quarter. As it'll be 1-1 now every whistle for Burley. 3-pointer for Chapa, no good. Harris up high to get the rebound. Gives it off to Wakely, who hustles the ball up into the front 47 feet. Back to Harris, back to Wakely. Swing it back over to twos. Down low as it comes back to Nelson back into the game. Just rolls off the rim as it won't go down. However, it's knocked out of bounds by Burley, and it'll stay with the Indians. Brightly Harris will trigger it in. As they get it back outside. Wakely for two. Needs a bounce, won't get it. As it's controlled there, they double team the ball on the baseline, but Burley gets it out. In doing so, it's Cook all alone at the other end for the layup. Risky play defensively, and Preston wants and gets a timeout. 44-39, under 4 minutes to play here in the fourth. Fourth quarter brought to you by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa J's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa J's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa J's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa J's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
Tonight's game brought to you by Stokes Market, True Value with the freshest meat and produce in Preston and in the Cache Valley. Stokes Market on State Street in downtown Preston. Don't forget the Lady Indians back home on Saturday at 7:30 as the Highland Rams will come to town. We'll have it for you, of course, here on KACH and on mylocalradio.com. You'll hear the game live on My Local Radio, and you'll hear a tape delay broadcast on KACH following the Westside game. So Preston leads by 5 with 3:58 to play. They have the ball. 44-39. Dan Hubbard with you here in Burley. John Beverly back in the studio. Hang on for the final 3.5 minutes. Swing it back over to Brightly Harris. Back over to twos. Doesn't take the three. Wakely will take it. And needs a bounce. Won't get it. Tapped around. Comes off as a rebound there by Sheets. Sheets throws it up in the front court. Cook wasn't looking. And the Indians able to take it away. They come back the other way. 3-on-2. However, it gets cut off as it comes back to twos. So give it back to Wakely. Back outside to Harris. Back to Emma Coons. Back to Harris again. Back to Wakely. As she'll come back over on the left side, back to twos, now back to Wakely. Good, again, they'll go back into that outside perimeter passing. Try to force it inside, knocked away as Brightly Harris somehow got it out of there, got it back to Wakely again. That's a double dribble. Nope, or they call a foul. So Preston takes the timeout. It's a full timeout. So it would be a double dribble is the call. So the ball will belong to the Bobcats when we come back. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it as well. 3:03 left, 44-39 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. We'll be right back.
North Stars Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
Level 10 Life provides skilled, one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Three minutes to play, 3:03 to be exact. Preston still leading by 5. Though the ball will belong to the Indians after the timeout. So they'll bring it in underneath their own basket as it comes to Nelson in the left corner. Back outside to Wakely. Back to Harris. Nelson, turnaround in the lane. Right hand is up and in. Ellie Nelson's got 8. 46-39, Preston leading on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Back down low on the block as it goes back to McKnight. Chapa from the corner, good for 3. That tightens it back up again. 46-42 now. Preston's lead comes down to 4 points. Back outside, the Indians hold it there. Again, perimeter passing, let the clock run. Look inside, nothing there. Now they get it to Kuntz. Kuntz goes back to Wakely. Back outside as it comes back to twos again. Again, skip passing all the way around the perimeter. Comes to Emma Kuntz back down in the left corner, and Kuntz is tripped inadvertently by Robinson. And will draw the foul, Robinson's first. Just the second team foul against the Bobcats here in the half. Chloe Kuntz will come back as Taya Tews will go to the bench. 46-42, Preston leads, 2:04 to play. Comes into Brightly Harris. Back to Chloe Kuntz. Back to Harris. Harris trying to direct traffic, gives it back to Wakely. Free throw line extended right. Emma Kuntz comes to get it from the three-point area, is no good. Tapped by Harris. Checked that by Nelson, rather. As Harris quickly runs up behind her, knocks the ball away, and able to go and get it. Nice play by Brightly Harris. Up into the front court as it comes there to Chloe Kuntz. Give it back to Emma, outside. Back over to Wakely. Wakely goes back over to Emma. 1:25 to play. Back to Wakely. As the Bobcats now are really starting to expand the defense and coming out and pick out up near the timeline. And a foul reach in from the backside. Will go against Sydney Sheets. That's her first. As the clock runs down to 1:17 left. Timeout on the floor, this time called by Burley. 46-42, Preston on top. And once again, we'll be right back.
Folks have many reasons to visit Casper, Wyoming every year, whether it's work, high school sports and activities, a romantic getaway, or business meetings. The best place to stay when you're in Casper is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. A beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, a pool, fitness center, and a fabulous indoor atrium. You can also reserve meeting rooms for your next event, and each stay includes an extended continental breakfast. Reserve your rooms today at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. Call 307-472-6300.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
And right off the inbound pass, another foul called on Robinson. Probably going to be a foul fest here to try to make sure Preston, they're going to have to shoot 1-and-1s here. As Brightly Harris gets the ball in the backcourt, it comes to twos. Man-to-man pressure, full court here put on by the Bobcats. 1:06 to play. Preston leads by 4, 46-42. Comes back to Harris, comes around the screen. Looking to give it to somebody. They give it back to twos and a foul away from the ball. It's going to go against Tia Robinson again. That'll be her third. And 5 team fouls now against the Bobcats. They're still 2 fouls away from Preston shooting free throws. As we go under a minute left in the game, 58 seconds to be exact, as it comes to twos on the inbounds pass. Twos against Cook. Gives it off to Emma Kuntz, and she's fouled as Chapa reaches in to draw the foul. That's her first, and team foul number 6. So one more foul to give, and the Preston Indians will shoot 1-and-1. Clock down to 49 seconds to play. Still a 2-possession game with Preston up 2. Look out as Robinson comes out to draw the foul, her 4th. And now that'll put the Indians into the 1-and-1, and Brightly Harris is going to go to the free throw line. These will be Brightly's first free throws of the year. She'll shoot 1-and-1. 46-42, Preston on top. First free throw, rattles in and out, but it comes back to Brightly on the rebound. She put it back up and in. Harris with the rebound and the 2 points. Preston leads by 6, 38 seconds to play. Up in the front court, Sheets looks down the left side, nothing there, top of the key. Works it down low, back to Cook, lay it in. Cook's got 6, and quickly another timeout called by Burley right after the timeout. So it's back to a 4-point game again. It's still a 2-possession game for the Indians at 48-42. We'll take our last timeout. We'll come back right after this for the final 27 seconds of the game.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Webb Funeral Home also brings you tonight's game, serving Preston and the surrounding communities since 1925. Fourth quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. So full court pressure put on here by the Bobcats. Preston has the ball. They break the press up into the front court. And Harris is pushed from behind. And Brightly again will go back to the free throw line as the foul is going to be against Sydney Sheets. That's her second. Clock runs down to 20 seconds left to play. Preston still leading by 4. 48-44 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Brightly's first free throw is good. So the lead back out to 5. It's still a 2-possession game. And the clock definitely becomes an ally of the Lady Indians as it continues to tick down. Brightly's second free throw is off. Long rebound comes back to Emma Kuntz. They knock it away, picked up. It's Chapa down the floor and dribbles it out of bounds. Nope, it was knocked away from behind by Brightly Harris. She hustles down the floor again. So 12 seconds left in a 5-point game. As it comes in, three-pointer put up, no good on the shot by Chapa, rebounded inside, Schultes, and she's fouled going up. It'll be a 2-shot foul. Brightly Harris draws the foul. 7th team foul against the Indians. They can get within, it's a 5-point lead. They can get it to, she makes them both, they can get it down to 3, make it a 1-possession game, but only 8 seconds left. And the first one is good by Schultes. So Schultes will go back to the free throw line again. 49-45 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Preston by 4, only 8 seconds left. Free throw is good as it rattles in. So now it's a 1-possession game. Preston's got to take care of the ball as Wakely's fouled from behind. As Sheets able to reach out and give her a little bit of a push. So now again, the pressure's on as it'll be 1-1 again here for Wakely. If she can make one, it'll make it a 2-possession game again. But she has to make the first one. 6.5 left. As Lauren McKnight leaves. And Taylor Wakely at the free throw line. This is an important shot. First one, good. It's 1-1. She gets another, but that makes it a 2-possession game again with 6.5 left. Here's the second free throw. Good again. She knocked them both down. She has 4 in the game. 4, 3, 2, a long 3 put up to beat the clock is no good. And the Indians record their first victory of the year as they walk away with a victory here in Burley by the final score of 51-46. Well, they talked about it back on the pregame show to work the ball in and out, get better shots from the post, and they did that all night, and it led to the victory here tonight for the Indians. Take a timeout. We'll come back. The Ralph's Construction postgame show is next.
Tonight's game has been brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value with the freshest meat and produce in town. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll receive in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, with all the parts you need for your car to keep it running strong. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. By Les Schwab Tires, stop in and see the tire experts on Main Street in North Logan. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. Now stay tuned for the Ralph's Construction postgame show, coming up next. If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
Hi, my name is Penny Wright, born and raised in Preston. I am your local Medicare agent. I am here to give you the knowledge you need so you can make an informed and wise choice for your Medicare needs. Call me at 208-852-2367 if you're turning 65 or have any Medicare questions.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
It's time for the Preston Indians postgame show. Coming up, we'll recap the just completed game, take a look at the final stats, and a look at what's ahead for the Preston teams. The postgame show is brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building quality designer homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. For more information, call 435-232-1837.
And once again, good evening. Welcome back here to Burley as the Lady Indians of Preston pick up their first victory of the year with a 51-46 defeat tonight of the Lady Bobcats of Burley. And for the Indians, they did exactly what the game plan called for. Take care of the ball, get good shots outside, but also work the ball better inside to get better chances down low. And they did, as their two primary post players tonight. Liz Harris finished with 6. Ellie Nelson finished with 8. They didn't have that many points from the post in the first 2 games of the season, and that really made a difference in the game here tonight. So Preston improves their record to 1-2. Burley also now 1-2 on the year. Preston will come home. It'll be a happy bus ride home for a bunch of Lady Indians, and they'll get ready to take on Highland coming up on Saturday night back at Preston Gym. We'll take a look at the score sheet coming up right after this.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
All right, welcome back here to the postgame show. Time to look at the stat sheet brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. For the Bobcats tonight, the final stats look like this, as Taya Robinson finished the game with 11 points. Sydney Sheets finished with 4. Lauren Schultes, a couple of big free throws at the end, finished with 9. It was 5 points for Lauren McKnight, 10 for Haley Chappa, and 6 for Cheryl Cook, who didn't score at all until early in the fourth quarter, so kind of a big fourth quarter for her. For the Lady Indians, Sophia Covert played but did not score. Chloe Kuntz finished with 6 points tonight. Taya Tews had 4 threes in the game and finished with a high point total of 14 points. Marcy Knapp played but did not score. Taya Wakely finished with 4. Brightly Harris had 3. Liz Harris finished with 6. That's a new high point total for her this year. Brinley Alder had 4. Emma Kuntz with 6. And Ellie Nelson had 8 in the game. Preston wins at 51-46. We'll come back, we'll wrap it up and tell you what's up next for the Indians right after this.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old, and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, We have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun. Play at work is kind of one of our mottos.
West Motors will treat you like family.
WestMotorCompany.com. KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
All right, welcome back here to Burley High School as the Indians pick up their first win of the year. The Lady Indians 51, the Lady Bobcats 46. Well, it was a good game all around tonight for the Lady Indians as they get ready to head home. 2.5-hour bus ride home. They have an early practice session in the morning with a wrestling tournament going on in the gym later in the afternoon, as it'll be a nice head into the weekend, and they'll play Saturday night and then have a week off for the Thanksgiving week, and won't play again after Saturday until December 1st. So Saturday will be our next broadcast for you. That is when the Highland Lady Rams will come to Preston Gym. We'll have the live broadcast for you here on MyLocalRadio.com, and you'll be able to hear the game on a tape delay basis following the Westside basketball game on KACH, as the Westside will be at West Jefferson coming up on Saturday night. Pre-game show starts just a little after 7 and the tip-off at 7:30. So that'll wrap up our coverage from here in Burley tonight. The executive producer of KACH Radio Sports is Val Cook. Our studio coordinator has been John Beverly. A reminder of the final score tonight as the Indians win it 51-46. Until next time, I'm Dan Hubbard saying goodbye from here in Burley, and have a very pleasant good night.
Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting, LLC.